tonight, Chris and I are diving back into another dead game. And of course, what better than good old Star Wars? So we will be trying out Star Wars the card game. This one I've never played. It seems like FFG has all the best dead games, which is weird. They maybe should have kept doing them because they were doing well. But funny, another
So,
FFG game, another dead game, and we're gonna play it.
so yeah, this game has an interesting history, and I did play it tournaments and stuff like that. Went to Worlds through 20. This was 2014, I think was the last one I went to. So I played for the first couple years the game was around. It came out in 2012. Great game. Like a lot of FFG issues, it suffered from a lot of like issues with release schedule. So it took them a long
Surprise,
time
surprise.
to get the second cycle out, and so the meta was really stale. A lot of players got lost in there, and also there was a Disney acquisition that happened for Lucasfilm for Star Wars. So we had a lot of like old extended universe cards, and then the acquisition happened. They started phasing all of those out, so it got into a really weird spot really quick. And then of course eventually Destiny came out, and that's when they cut off this game. They didn't want two Star Wars card games kind of running at the same time. So storied history of this game, still one of my favorite of the Star Wars games. I never really played Star Wars CCG or Star Wars TCG all that much, but this one really caught a lot of inspiration for me, and I've got a lot of passion for it.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to play it. I found the reason we kind of dived into it, and I found a couple core sets at a little gaming store that's no longer going to be there. So I got a pretty sweet deal on an open box and a sealed one. So I bought them. Chris has an extensive collection, so we're just kind of getting me up to speed so that we can play in real life one of these days.
Yeah, which would be awesome. I'm super rusty though, so if I get a rule wrong, I apologize. But so give you a basic rundown of the game, and we're gonna kind of do a lot of hand holding these first couple rounds because Jason's never played before. But the objective of the game for the dark side player, I'm playing as the dark side player. I'm playing the Imperial Navy. I am trying to get this Death Star dial to 12. So once I hit 12, I win the game. All right. Every turn that I play, this Death Star dial is going to tick up, and then if I have the balance of the force right here, it will tick up an additional step. So it's kind of like a turn tracker, but it's also like our determining if how like it's going to be how it pushes the game forward. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, like most of the time, dark side's trying to stall out. Okay, it's can be a little bit more defensive. Light side, on the other hand, has to be a little bit more aggressive. The way the light side wins is by destroying 3 enemy objectives. So an objective is a card that's placed on both players each have 3 objectives. This is an objective card, for instance. It has a value in the bottom left corner. That's how much damage it can take before it is destroyed. So when the light side player attacks, they're trying to deal objective damage that is equal to that value down in the corner. And once it has that total amount of damage, it will be destroyed. It'll go to the light side player's victory pile. They're trying to get a total of 3 to win the game. So that's kind of the whole basic concept of what we're trying to accomplish. Dark side player can also pop objectives to move the dial forward a little bit more. So we'll cover that kind of if it comes up. But ultimately, that's kind of what we're shooting to do. You have questions about that, Jason? Or are you good?
No, I think I'm good on the basic concept. Now I just need to figure out how to play this damn thing.
Cool. So first thing you do, we're gonna do a little bit of setup. So give your objective duck a shuffle, and then go ahead and draw 4. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna place out 3 of these, and
Yep.
then you put them out face down, and then you're gonna put the one you do not choose in the bottom of your objective deck.
Do you want harder bottom left, higher numbers, lower
Well,
numbers?
let me explain what you're looking at. Okay, so if you look at the card, there in the bottom, left-hand corner, I explained to you the damage. That's its damage threshold.
Okay.
If you look at the of the text box, kind of the top left corner, that's going to be the affiliation that that objective set has. Now these are intro decks, so most of yours are going to be rebels, but you have one neutral
Neutral.
objective in there
Yep.
as well. Okay. Um, there's the way you play cards. There's a resource matching mechanic.
Okay.
So you have to, if you want to play a card from a faction, you have to have like spent at least one resource that has an affiliation that matches. So like if I wanted to play an Imperial Navy card, I'd have to play at least one Imperial Navy resource, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So and then there's the resource
Ooh.
allocation is the top right corner. So that's how many resources that card can generate you, or how many, like how much you can tap it to get
Oh,
stuff to play on
so
your command card.
like one I have, I'll just say has got 2 resources, but it doesn't have any text because it's producing the 2 resources, so you don't get any cool abilities because of that.
Get you 2 resources in one go, correct?
Yep.
So it's gonna allow you to play bigger dudes.
Yeah. So I feel like I kind of want this one in there because. So I place them anywhere.
So you're gonna take the 3 that you're choosing, and
Yep.
then you're gonna put those in your objective area.
Yep.
Oh, and you make sure you flip them
Does the
first, or and
order
then go for it.
matter?
Order does not matter.
Okay. So I'm just trying to use general card game knowledge here. Um, why is this doing this? Is it my mouse? What's going on? Oh, this is a tough one.
So you see, even in setup, there's some decisions you're having to make.
Boy, both of these are I want all 4 of these. So what do I do with the one I didn't choose?
Whatever one you do not choose goes in the bottom of your objective deck.
Okay. All right. Those are selected.
All right. And then we are going to go ahead and
I'm already kind of getting
draw
pumped.
draw our starting hand. So go ahead, give your command deck a shuffle, and you're going to draw 6 cards.
Ooh, 6.
Yep. I don't remember if there's a mulligan rule or not, so
How,
we're just going to play it that there's not.
yeah,
So
that sounds good to me.
because you're not really know if things are good or not anyway. So
Nope.
um so the next thing that happens after we draw starting hands is that we're going to reveal our objectives. The dark side player is going to go ahead and put there's one at a time into play. Sometimes they have like when it's revealed effects on them.
Yep.
That's why we were doing it one at
When
a
you play a
time.
vehicle, discard
Not,
X cards from your hand, introduce. Oh, okay. So
yep,
I
none.
didn't take mine that does that, and I kind of should have, but we'll see.
So these are my 3. None of them have one revealed effects.
Remove
So
1 focus token from a target vehicle. So does focus allow me to focus like fire into something, I'm guessing?
no, a focus is actually what you're using to use that particular unit. So like
S-
if I'm going to attack with it, I have to place a focus token
So it's kind of
out on it when
funny
I activate it.
because I took the 2, so I took my similar one to yours there. I took mission briefing because I want to draw. I figure it's good to draw a card anytime I can, but I didn't take the discount one. Instead, I took the after you win a battle as the attacker, deal 1 damage to engaged objective because I figure that might put me over the top to kill one of your
Yeah,
objectives.
so edge battle is what it says there. So we'll talk a little bit about the edge battle when we get to that step. Okay, that's what I was. It's kind of like a blind bidding mechanic where you can pitch cards from your hand to try to
What do
make
you,
your
what edge
dudes
battle?
better. Well, it's part of
Oh,
combat,
an
so we're
edge
gonna.
battle. I got you. Okay.
Yep. So
Okay. Yep.
yep. So we'll get there. We're just not there yet. Okay. So the next thing that happens is I'm gonna start playing stuff. So balance of the we're kind of gonna go through the phases of the game now. Okay.
Yep.
So balance of the force phase happens right now. So we're gonna check to see who has the balance of the force. Balance of the force starts at the light side. And we are gonna let's see. We're gonna advance the Death Star dial by 1. So it should be set to 1 now. Give it a second
It went.
to switch.
Yep. It
Okay,
went.
there we go. So now it is set to 1.
Yep.
And this damage does not happen the first round.
Okay.
It was basically you would deal a damage to one of my objectives.
Okay.
And then we would refresh. So you have the option of discarding a card and then drawing back up to your, excuse me, no, refresh doesn't happen either. That's when we take one focus token off of all of our objectives, our affiliation card, and any other cards that we have out. So it's just one each time.
Yep.
Then draw, you have the option of getting rid of a card.
Okay.
Let's just discarding a card, and then you draw back up to your reserve, which is 6 usually.
So that's what you
It's
do at the begin. Now, do our rounds happen simultaneous?
nope, nope. I'm gonna go, and then
Okay.
you're gonna, yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and go play. So this is where we're talking about focusing stuff. So you see, I've got 1, 2, 3. All of my objectives can generate resources, and also my affiliation card can generate a resource as well.
Oh, I
Okay.
see that. Yeah. So you
So
have four. So you have four resources or five.
I
Two,
could get up to
three.
5. So
Yep.
just an important thing to recognize is even though this one has 2, I can only remove 1 focus token from it each round. So if I can use it for 2 right now, and get a bigger thing out. But if I do that, then I'm not going to have it next round.
Okay. So you have to pick and choose when you want to do that.
Yep, exactly. So I'm going to play focus, focus, and I'm going to play a heavy stormtrooper squad. So it's just a 2. So his cost is in the upper left-hand corner there.
Yep.
His health is in the bottom left-hand corner. And then the different symbols are going to be how he operates in combat. So
Okay.
guns are going to deal a damage to a different unit that is in the battle.
Yep.
And some are black and some are white. The white ones will get turned on by the edge battle. We'll kind of cover that in a sec. And then I am going to actually go 1, 2, 3. And I'll play off Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh boy.
So you see, Grand Moff Tarkin can generate a resource
Oh,
as well.
he can remove an additional focus token. So
Correct.
you
Yep. And
that's good.
yep. And then he's got that ability. Enemy objectives require 1 fewer damage to destroy.
Got it.
So he's pretty solid. Um, okay, I think that
Can
is
you
good for.
focus him this turn to produce that, or do you have to wait till next turn?
I can focus him right now if I choose to.
Got it. Okay.
To get one
Yep.
additional resource. Um, and I think that is all I want to do there. So that's my deployment phase is what I just did. I spent resources to go ahead and bring dudes
Yep.
out.
Now we go to the conflict phase for you, right?
Yep. Now we go to the conflict phase. Yep. And I'm trying to remember if there's a rule about the first round or not. Yeah, dark side player's first turn, I can't declare any engagements. So what I am going to do though is we're going to move on to the force phase. So this is kind of an interesting mechanic as well. You can choose to commit units to the force. And what will happen is they will contribute their dots. So if you look below the cost of each character, they've got a dot, like a different number of dots listed there. That's going to be their power that's contributed toward the force struggle. So Tarkin, because he can remove an extra focus each round, is a good candidate to commit to the force. Because if I use him and he's committed to the force, he's going to get 2 focus tokens on him. So it allows him to be committed and also for me to still use him, if that makes sense. So now I have 3 strength toward the force and you have 0. So the balance is going to flip to the dark side.
Okay. And so you committed how this is what commits him to the force?
Yep, I have 3 of these cards, so I can have up to 3 units committed to the force.
And Can you not attack them when they're committed to the force? Is there anything
You can
special
you can use them exactly like you would normally, except when you do use them, they get 2 focus tokens on them instead of 1.
because they're committed to the force?
Correct. They're
Got it.
spending their time and energy meditating on
The
the balance
force.
of life.
And um, when you said the force shifted to you because you have 1 committed to the force, correct?
Right when we started the game, neither of us had cards committed to the force, and now I have
1
1 card that has 3 dots, so I have a power of 3 toward the force.
in the. So I don't see the 3 dots. Can you show them to me?
Yep. So if you zoom in on the card right below their cost,
Yep, the
you see
2.
how it's got 3 little pips right below that. If you look at this heavy stormtrooper, it's got the cost of 2, and it's got 1 little pip below that.
I just. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was.
The
Yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
squiggly
Yeah. I
dots.
was. I was looking at how much health they had, not the top. Okay, that makes sense. I got her now.
All right. All right. So then we go over to you. So it is now your turn to go ahead and play stuff. So it is the balance phase first.
Yep.
So we take a look at the balance of the force. The light
Okay.
side player is the active player. So the balance of the force is not with you currently.
Correct.
So you're not going to get your free damage on one of my objectives. And so you're going to move on to your refresh phase.
Refresh. I will do nothing because it's a first
Okay.
turn. And I don't know what's going
Sounds
on,
good.
so I obviously am not going to start discarding things.
So then you would want to move on to your deployment phase.
All right. I will focus 1, 2, 3, and we will pull out big old fleet commander who's got a 3 resource generator on him.
Oh, nice.
Then I will what's an enhancement?
So all it is it's like a it just means that it sits in your play area,
Okay.
and you can go ahead and like it's going to change the way that you play stuff. So in this case, it's just saying that you're playing it out. You can use this to generate 3 resources, and it's
Okay.
got that ability. It's
In
not like a dude.
in fate
So
cards would just tell me that their fate card on it.
fake cards are played during the edge battle,
Yep.
and
Okay.
like basically you're gonna place cards down. It can be unit cards, it can be events, it can be those enhancements, and you're going to count up the number of pips basically. So you're going to bid, then I'll have a chance to bid, then you'll bid.
Okay.
Basically, then once both pass, then it'll be good. Those fate cards can only be played during the edge battle.
Okay. Um she's expensive. I will, and I can play enhancements now too, correct?
Yep.
I will play that enhancement.
Okay.
And I will.
So that's going to go on my objective. So basically, like, so you can,
I choose which one.
yep, which you can just pick which one. So you'd want to pick whatever one you may not like. You think I'm going to be tapping for resources a lot.
Yeah, well, we're going to go on the Imperial Command because you have a way of taking 2 off. So then I would.
No, I don't actually. That's gonna sit blank for a round because I used it. I double tapped it last round
But on your character, it says you can remove 1 additional focus token from
from
this.
this unit
Oh,
from
this
Tarkin.
unit. Oh, okay. Um. Yeah, well, I think that this middle one is going to come into a play at some point.
Okay, so place that there. So basically, whenever I tap that for resources, you get to draw a card.
Yep. Okay. Um, then, do I tap him? Yeah, let's just put out a droid.
Okay, so you'll place one on your fleet command center. Okay.
Yep. So now I'm going to move to conflict.
So
I'll
this,
do nothing.
I'm gonna just throw something out here quick, just so that you're aware. Now that you've placed one focus token on this, you cannot tap it for additional resources.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, just wanted to make sure
Do
that
I need a resource to
we're
commit him
talking
to the
about that.
force?
Nope.
Okay. And I'm sure that will come into effect in parts of the game when you need to play like events and stuff, right? Is that why you're saying that?
Correct. Yep. Yep.
Got it. All right. I will conflict. I'm not going to do anything for conflict because I really don't have anything to attack you with right now.
Um. Yeah, the droid doesn't have any icons on him.
Right.
So
Um, so then I will move to force phase, and I will commit uh, my fleet commander to the force.
so he's not actually a unit.
Oh,
So
he's
it's an enhancer
not.
play area. So
So
you
I
could commit your droid to the force, but I would still have the balance of the force.
yeah. Let's not commit anybody right now.
Okay. So over to the dark side then. All right, so it's balance phase. So dark side has the balance of the force. So it would always tick up one,
Now it's going to tick up 2.
and now it's going to tick up an additional one.
Yep, we're learning
Because
here. This is good. This is good. So if there is, we'll have to look at mulligan rule. I probably would have dropped cards in my hand to get better units then.
yeah, you've always got that option to discard one card and draw one to replace it.
Yep.
So all right, and then I would refresh. So I'm going to take one focus off everything. So again, this one is still blanked. So I still can't use it. And then we would draw, so I could choose to discard something. I'm not going to. I will. I'm gonna discard this card here. And then I would draw back up to my reserve, so I draw 3. Okay, interesting. So I'm gonna go tap here,
Yep.
tap here. Tap here, tap here. And then, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 that I've spent. And I'm gonna play Orbital Bombardment.
That doesn't
And
sound good.
it says enhance your play area. Each unit you control gains an objective damage icon. So it means when I attack with them, it's going to deal additional. It could damage your objectives.
Okay.
So now we're going to go ahead and move on. So you draw a card though for the stolen plans.
So I draw that now.
One card.
Hmm. Interesting. Why is it being weird like this? Does not want to bring it into my hand. Have you ever seen that happen? All right, so I got it in my hand.
Okay. All right. So then I'm going to go engagement phase. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with heavy stormtrooper squad. And when you attack, you have to declare which objective you're going for. Okay. So I'm gonna go for this hit and run objective here.
Okay.
So you would choose if you would want to have any of your units enter the engagement as well. You don't have any dudes that have icons, but you could still throw your repair droid in if you chose to. The only thing that could happen is it would die. But
S-
let me remind myself on engagements here quick, because I think there might be, if something goes unopposed, that
All right. So I will. This attack will go unopposed.
okay. So going at hit and run. So you won't have any participating, so I don't get to deal any of that blast damage. I would automatically win the edge battle. Okay. Um, but we're going to go ahead and deal 1 damage because they have orbital bombardment. He has a blast damage. So hit and run gets 1 damage for that and 1 damage for going unopposed. And my stormtrooper gets focused.
So why does it only do one? Because each one of these it
So the
counts as
blast
one.
damage is only on units.
Okay.
So what is
Could
dealing
you have
damage
attacked
is
one of my units, or only if they engage?
only if they go into the battle too.
Okay.
But I could, even if I don't have the icon, I could still like go unopposed and try to go for that damage. So, but so that has 2 damage on it, and I'm all tapped out. So um, it would be balance of the force. Neither of us have anything contributed to the force right now because Mark Tarkin got tapped down. So when they tap out, their icons don't count.
Got it.
And then over to you.
All right. So first, I remove one from each one. So we'll balance. Now we refresh, which means I draw back up my 6 cards, right? Oh, wait. What is refresh? Refresh is pulling off. So I did
So
that.
refresh is pulling them all off. Then it's the draw phase. So you could discard a
I'm
card if
going
you
to
want to,
discard this one.
and you draw back up to your reserve. So you're going to draw 3 cards.
1, 2.
Oh, Secret Informant's super good.
I may have had more than one.
Okay.
All right. So let's tap one there and one there, and we're going to play out some battlefield engineers. And then
Pretty cool.
yeah, let's have some fun here. Let's tap out my fleet commander for 3.
Oh, sweet.
Now we will move to conflict, and I feel like I want to attack you.
All right.
I am going to go ahead and attack you. Well, I want to have fun with the game. This is red. We go aggro. We're attacking you with rebel engineers and with red 2.
Okay, and you can engage each objective once. So if you want to attack all of them at one objective, you can do that. Or if you want to do like one dude at one objective and one at another, you could do that as well. It's entirely your call. But
So I could go red 2 in him at one objective, or I could go red 2 at this one and this guy at that one.
correct.
Okay. So I don't want to attack the one that's generating me resources.
Eventually, we'll have an edge battle, and we'll be able to talk about how that works.
Yeah, let's go all of it at Kuat reinforcements, if that's how you say that.
Okay. Yep. So I don't have anything to defend with. So this is where the edge battle would happen. You can choose to contribute edge cards to the edge battle if you want to. So that would be like your fate, the ones that have like fate in the corner. But you don't have to.
And it
It's just
says
basically that.
it's legitimately just says fate in the corner.
Yep, it says fate in the corner because that's like the order that they happen in.
I don't even see that on any of my cards.
Okay, then you probably don't have any. But so you automatically win the edge battle. So both your black and your white icons are on, is what that means. So you would choose which ones to activate in which order. So you'd probably just go with red 2 first.
Yep. So
So
that
that's one objective damage
yep. And why is that only one objective?
because it's got one blast.
Oh, okay. So I got it. So
So the
so these
blasters
are
are
these
go to units. The
so these
stars go to objective.
got it. And so nothing happens with battle engineers,
Right.
correct?
If you want, you can go ahead and pull them back.
Okay. And then I get one more for going unopposed, correct?
Yeah. Yep. So 2 damage is on there.
I got it.
Unopposed would happen last. So we would actually go like back and forth, but you would activate first,
Okay.
and then I would put a dude like focus a dude and deal your damage
Yep. So
damage around.
now
But
do I put a focus on him
yep, focus token goes on red too.
so that he can't block when it's your turn? This is a little bit of Game of Thrones ish with resting characters can't block, going back and forth in that
A little bit.
aspect.
Yep. Some a little, and with the like these are kind of like plot cards and stuff too.
Yep.
So there is some DNA. There's some DNA there. Yep.
Yep. Um.
And so if you wanted, you have your repair droid and you've got your battlefield engineers. You could go engagements with those guys too,
Got it.
but then you would also not be able to defend with them. So
So I feel like my engagement phase is my conflict. So we go to force. And if I commit like the engineers to the force, that
mhm.
means they can't block when you attack, correct?
No, if they're committed to the force, they can still block, they can still activate. They just get 2 focus tokens on them when they do that. And while
That's
they're not
right.
ready, when they're not ready, they don't contribute their icons to the force struggle.
Right. So they wouldn't commit it next turn. So I
Correct.
feel like I need to put I need to just to get some of the force on my side. Not sure if that's right, but I will commit them to the force. And then I will pass it to you, sir.
All right, so you took the force. So the Death Star dial only going to tick up by 1.
Which was probably smart. I didn't want it to go 2 again.
It's going to lengthen the game a little bit. All right, and then we're on to refresh. So
Whoa, whoa,
one of
whoa,
these.
whoa, 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 whoa. You just implied you're just going to win right there. That was what you just said to me.
No, I mean
It's going to lengthen the game. You just implied you're going to win. I know
all dark. Well, here's the deal.
it.
Dark side, I don't have to attack you. I don't have to attack you at all. I could just sit.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you could and make me do all the attacking.
Yep. And then I mean, so like Sith, that's what they're all about. They're all just about build like as big of a wall as you can and try to be real like control the board. This Imperial Navy is a little bit more aggressive. Then I'm on to draw phase. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna discard any cards. I'm just gonna draw 1.
You like what you got?
That's all right.
Does it usually take a couple turns for the edge battle to happen, or I just had weird start that we didn't
Well,
have
I've
one?
been I've been tapping out, and you didn't have a lot of units, so but we might start having one because our boards are getting bigger at this point. You've
Yep.
got some defenders you can throw in. So, um,
I wonder if this does have the same designer as a Game of Thrones. There's similar feel in that respect.
yeah, I guess I'm not sure. I have not really looked at the.
They don't really publish their designers. It just says FFG on
They
most
do
of their.
well.
Oh,
They
they're
well.
inside the book. I found it. Yep.
Mhm.
Christian Peterson designed this game, or the
Yep,
publisher.
so
Game design Eric Lang.
there we go. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and draw your card,
Oh, I appreciate it, Chris.
and then 4.
Just lets you cycle your deck a little bit better by the looks of it, which is
We're
not
gonna
a
play
bad thing.
super laser blast. Destroy a target objective.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm gonna destroy draw their fire.
That is horrible. So can I respond with events or anything when that happens? Or does it just die?
I mean, it's just gonna die. It's still gonna happen.
That's just horrible.
So how it works when I destroy stuff is the Death Star dial ticks up.
I don't like this card. This card's
And
horrible.
it's gonna tick up. Like if the next one I destroy is gonna tick up the Death Star dial twice. So it's however many that you've destroyed. It ticks
So
up by.
do I draw another objective or no?
You will in your refresh phase.
I do not like you right now.
So I blued it up.
Oh, that's so bad.
And then I'm gonna go conflict.
Oh, bring
We're
it.
gonna go. We're gonna go ahead and attack the hit and run with Stormtrooper.
Yeah, well, guess what? You're going to run into my battlefield engineers.
All right.
Because they're not going down easy.
All right. So now we are gonna have the first edge battle of the game. Finally. So
Oh, it's a unit I control from enhancement. So I can remove, so I declared them so I can remove a focus from my fleet commander.
well, it's not declared as an attacker. So you're defending it with it right now.
Dang it. But I'm attacking you as
So
a defender.
so now we are gonna get into an edge battle. Okay.
All
So
right.
edge battle again. So starting with me, since I'm the attacking player, we're looking at the cards we have in hand.
Yep.
And you remember that pip value that we're looking at for the force? We're looking at that pip value
Yep.
here too. Okay.
Okay.
I can contribute as many cards as I want to this edge battle.
Okay.
Okay. Then you'll have the option to contribute cards, and then I'll decide if I want to throw in more. You'll decide if you want to throw in more. And
Ooh.
we'll go back and forth like that until both of us pass.
Okay.
And then we'll flip our cards. We'll count up our pips, and we'll see if one of us is ahead of the other.
Got it.
So if there's a tie, then nobody gets the edge.
Okay. And what happens if you win the edge? What's the advantage?
The white dots will turn on. So normally, like those white symbols, like on my stormtroopers, you see how it's got 2 guns.
Yep.
That second gun wouldn't be on unless I win the edge.
Okay. So I
I'm
don't
gonna.
want that to happen because otherwise, if I win, you're not shooting my objective. If I lose, you shoot my objective.
Well, if I activate first by winning the edge, so like whoever wins the edge also gets to activate their dude first.
Okay.
So if you don't like win the edge and like actually with you only have 1 and my stormtroopers got 2. So the worst that it could do is deal 1 damage to them unless you've got a card that will deal additional damage. But
Oh, so because yours is white, you would kill my guy.
no, well no. If I don't win the edge, then I would only be able to deal 1 unit damage.
Okay. So my thinking here is I want to win, otherwise my guy dies.
I'm gonna contribute this card to the edge battle.
Okay. I don't like this card. I will contribute this card to the edge battle.
Okay, this one will go into.
Ooh. Sneaky. I like you. You're pretty cool too. I don't want to do that. even though it seems good. I will contribute this card to the edge battle.
I will pass.
Ooh, I feel like you won, but I'm going to pass.
Okay. So we flip. All right. So you
Dang
have
it, I
3
knew
and I have
it.
4. Okay. So this is what I was talking about. This is a fate card.
Yep.
So they would activate in order lowest to highest, or sorry, it's highest. I don't remember, but um, but basically, I deal 1 damage to a participating enemy unit, so that'll be your battlefield engineers, and then I get the edge, so I get to go first.
Yep.
So my stormtrooper is going to go ahead and exhaust. He'll deal 2 damage to that guy, and then objective damage to the hit and run. And then it'll get 1 more for unopposed because you have no surviving defenders.
Oh, so it still goes unopposed.
Yep. So it's gone.
Oh, it's so bad.
And actually, I was going to place out this. No, actually, that's good. That's good for that. So where did that
Oh, that
card? So
goes. Oh, sorry, you get it. Yep.
yep.
Sorry.
I grabbed that one, and this is gonna go up by 2 now.
Oh my god, I'm getting destroyed.
Navy's a little aggressive.
Whew.
All right, and I will. That will be my only engagement.
Okay.
So balance. So we're onto the force phase.
Yep.
So balance of the force. I've got 3. You've got none. It's with the dark side.
Got it.
So over to you.
Refresh. Whoops. So when do I pull out new objectives?
That will be right now during the refresh phase.
Okay.
And it's just going to be draw the top one and put it there.
All right. Now I draw up.
I don't like those at all.
Well, we'll see. You're doing pretty good. So we'll draw up our 3 cards. 1, a 2, a 3. I will start by exhausting my plot card, we'll call it. I will play another X-Wing because X-Wings are cool. And then
Nice.
we will spend 2. 1, 2. And I'm going to bring out a Y-Wing.
Oh man.
What do you got going on over here? You have no blockers, do you?
Got 1 resource left. I got Tarkin over here I can block with.
Oh, do you? So I got 2 damage on that one. So that one needs 3. What's Tarkin doing over here?
So he has a black exhaust. So if I win the edge battle and get to go first, then he could just exhaust it, place a focus token on a unit.
On one of the whatever I attack with.
One of the ones that are in play, yeah.
And he's got 2 health.
He does. He's pretty squishy.
So I feel like I don't have much more for resources here. Let's attack with. We're for sure going to attack with the Y-Wing because that's going to do 2 tier. That right because it's got 2.
2 objective, yeah.
Yeah, so that seems good. And then we're going to bring red 2 in so that We can try to kill your guy if he
and
wants
a
to block.
potential 3. So it's going to go to that quad
So we'll
reinforcements.
go. You know what I'm going to do here? Because there's a chance I could kill you before we get to this, so I could get an unopposed. So we're going to go Y wing at the top, and um, we're going to go red 2 is going to go at Imperial Command.
All right. So you do one engagement at a time. So which which uh which one are you
Y
attacking right
wing is ooh, this is interesting, isn't it? Because then you get to decide how you want to block this.
now? Right. So just do one engagement at a time. So we're going quad reinforcements with the Y wing,
Yeah, but
right?
which one do I want to do first? Um So this can't do any damage to him, can it? To Tarkin.
Cannot. Nope.
So there's no way that it could go unopposed. Is what um can I rethink my life right here? I didn't realize that's what that how that happened.
Yeah, you may.
Um
These are the interesting choices of Star Wars, the card game.
it is. This changes everything, Chris. Because now I almost think I have to take 3 guys out here because I have to put pressure on you. You're at 8 already. You're 5. I mean, there's so much that I have to really, really come at you right now because I need 3 of those to win, and I have 0. So I feel like I take out all my X-Wings, and I'm going on a raid on your base from air superiority. I'm running engagement 1, Y-Wing, X-Wing, at quad reinforcements.
Okay. So the most you can deal is one without fake cards. The most you can deal is one to Tarkin,
Yep.
but you'll deal 3 objective damage and kill it if I don't block here. So I have to throw Tarkin into this one.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and decide if you want to throw some edge cards in.
Edge card.
Edge card.
Hoy. Hoy, hoy, hoy. I'm looking at one of the cards. So I have the real life cards for my deck in front of me. So I'm just kind of reading them. It makes it a
Mm-hmm.
little easier.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to show you this card.
Sure.
I don't think it's going to do anything in this battle, but I'd have to pay the cost to do that action, correct?
Well, he's a unit, so you have to place him on the bat. You have to deploy him first.
Well, it says during an engagement, play this unit from hand as a participating unit on your side.
Oh, yeah. So that's just and so like a lot of games, this game has action windows.
Yep.
So during other phases, so if you're in one of those action windows, you can do that. So
Okay.
yeah, so, yeah, it's
But
good to
you
do that
still
right
have to
now.
pay the 3 costs to be able to do
Oh yeah.
that. Yep,
Oh yeah.
yep, yep, yep. I just want to know just it seemed and what do those symbols mean on him?
So those are focus tokens. So if you win the edge, you get to place 2 focus on enemy units. They don't have to be participating in the engagement.
Oh, so you could try to slow down your how you're producing resource. Okay. So
It's just
he's
on units. So
on
yeah,
units only.
yep, yep.
Oh, but then they can't attack the next. Okay, so
Or they
there's
couldn't depend on another one of your engagements. So
right. So what if so let's say let's say I could pay for this and I played this now. I couldn't take a focus token and throw on Grand Moff so that he's no longer eligible or because he's
so
already in.
you would you would need to take the edge first. So you'd have to win the edge battle. And then if you
Okay.
wanted, the first thing you could do is activate Admiral Akbar and place like one focus on
Yep.
Tarkin and then like another focus on my Stormtrooper
Yep.
to double focus it. That would be an option you could do.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense.
Or you could put 2 focus on Tarkin, but he removes 2 focus anyway. So
Right. Uh we'll go with another card.
okay. Um You have one resource open right now.
I do.
Okay. Um, I will pass.
I will pass then.
I only have one.
Oh, you got me to get rid of 2 cards though. 4.
Nice. So you take the edge. You activate first. Which one's gonna go?
Um. So we will. What does he do to me?
He'll focus something down.
He'll exhaust the guy. So I'll activate my Y wing to do
Okay.
2
So
damage.
2 damage to the objective. Okay.
Yep.
Is that 4? Tarkin will focus down your X-wing.
Got it. Because I couldn't kill him, and now I don't even get to shoot him for 1.
Nope.
Interesting. I like this game. There's some good thinking points there. So I was almost better off just sending all 3 at 1. So now red 2 will
But
go.
now Tarkin's focused down, so
So I just get a free shot at the Imperial Command.
yep, or Endor Gambit, whatever one you want to go for.
Oh,
So
so you can change your mind at any time with that. I'm just gonna
no,
go.
no, you are declaring one,
Yep,
whichever one you go to.
yep.
So
We'll go Imperial Command.
okay. I have nothing to put out,
Yep,
so you deal
2 damage.
two
One.
damage to it. Yep, one for unopposed and one for the blast damage.
Got it.
Now you're getting the hang of it.
Yeah, this is good. I like it.
And it's a closer game than you think because you've already got one of my objectives down, and this one's almost halfway down. You only need to get 3 to win the game.
Right, right. Oh, I like this. There's so many thinking points in this. Oh, this is
All right.
great, dude. I really
So
like it.
we're on to force phase.
Yep.
Whenever you're
I
done, I think
I really can't do any force here, I don't think.
you can always contribute your droid, but it's your call. I've got Tarkin focused down, so you would take the force, but
And if I take the force, I suppose I should just for the fact that then you're not going to get 2 on your turn. So I will do that. I'll commit the droid to the force.
okay. So you have 1 to my 0, so you take the balance.
Yep. Because otherwise you're going to pop to 10 on your turn.
To pop to 9. Yeah.
But you would have popped to 10 if I didn't take it, right?
No, it's only going to go up by 1 if you didn't take it. It's only at 7 right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
Cool.
pass turn.
So over to my phase. So we got balance of the force. It's with the light side. So this only ticks up 1.
Yep. It's funny because you also see some aspects of rebellion the way this ticks up, and you have battles within battles, and very cool.
1 focus off everything except for Tarkin gets 2 off of him. Oh, come on. This is a very token heavy game.
Good fancy token game.
All right, I'm going to discard this card because it's been pretty useless. I'm going to draw 5.
It makes it different. I'll have to read to see if there's a mulligan because that would definitely, as a rebel player, you'd want to get some smaller units out to put some instant pressure on, I think.
Yeah, and I would know that if I had played it recently, but it's been like half a decade at this point. So
No, we're fine. This is see, but and I this is how I learn. I like to read as I'm kind of playing and make mistakes. And then after I play a game, I go back and I will read the rules fully because then everything computes in my head because now I've played it once. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's how that works. So it just makes it easier for me. And actually in here with the timing structure, it's really nice the way they go through everything when you have action windows. They do a good job of the timing on this.
I've been forgetting about Tarkin's ability. Enemy objectives require 1 fewer damage to destroy. I should have been paying more attention to that. I'm gonna pay 1, and we're gonna go ahead and play out a duty officer. And then I'm going to pay 1.
Wow,
I'm going.
he's really non-thrilling
I'm going to play
character
tear the ship
officer.
apart. Discard a target non-limited enhancement from play. So that's gonna choose your fleet command center.
Discard a non-limited enhance. Dude, that's so bad. You're just destroying my stuff. That's what they're supposed to do.
That's what the Empire does, man.
Yep. It just feels really bad.
Um, oh man. Okay. We're gonna double tap this one. We'll play out an Imperial officer. And you only have the droid to defend, right? But
Correct.
all right, all right. But you got a bunch of nasty dudes there to wreck my face.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like my next turn's not horrible depending on what you do on this turn.
See, I have to look at the when objective you control leaves play, decrease the Death Star dial by one. So I have to go for the decoy at Dantooine first. That sucks. Okay. So we're gonna go decoy at Dantooine.
Okay.
We're gonna go 1, 2.
I don't understand why you're bringing the Imperial officer out.
Because I can still attack with him, and he still has my orbital bombardment. Each unit gets an objective damage, so that's 2 objective damage
Oh,
right there. So
oh.
it's 1, 2.
So you have 1, 2, 3 for unopposed, and he'd be 4. So you could one shot me right here.
All right, so I'm gonna go with those ones there.
Okay. So you basically just killed the Tatooine.
So I'm going decoy at Dantooine.
Okay. Nothing I can do. I can't block it.
Well, you can block with repair droid.
But you just kill it, and I can't shoot back.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true.
So I'm not going to.
Okay, so then it goes Imperial Officer activates. So does the Stormtrooper Elite. So does this guy. So that's 1, 2, 3 objective damage and 4 for the unopposed. So I get that.
And
Death Star dial ticks up by 3.
oh, bad news.
And then unfortunately, I've also got that officer has the ability that reaction after an enemy objective is destroyed, spend 2 resources to increase the Death Star dial by 1. So I'll spend 1, 2, increase it by 1, and that'll bring it to 12.
So you're one within the win right now.
No, I won the game.
Oh, it's 12? That's all you had to
It's
do.
12. Yep.
Oh my god, that was so disgusting. So disgusting. All right.
It was a really close game though. You had me. You were gonna probably next round knock out this one. You probably could have got this one too. So
I got to see what I would have drawn for my hand cuz I won the Admiral Akbar play that
Mhm.
next one. I should have paid attention to that. That's a pretty cool card.
Yeah, for your first game, awesome job. Like really, it was you. I still had to play smart and hold back a couple times. So, but
Uh,
you had a good thing going with
yeah,
those
this is a cool
X-wing
game.
stuff.
So I obviously love Game of Thrones. There's a lot of that in this. Only we're in the Star Wars world, which is just an amazing genre to be in. I love
Yeah,
Star Wars.
and the way it plays out, it just plays a lot faster than Thrones does. Like you can knock out a round of this in 20 to 30 minutes.
Right. When you're both players know what's going on, I could see this game being pretty fast.
Yeah, it plays super fast.
Because
So
I mean, this was an hour game with full teaching of the game never played before.
right, yeah, it plays super fast. It gets right in the action right away, and you can kind of create some cool stories around it too. Like, yeah, sometimes you end up with something janky like X-wing fighting a stormtrooper, like, but you can make something up in your head that's kind of Star Warsy to make it make sense.
Oh, it was good. No, I liked it. Hope everybody liked it. I will say to people watching, it's fun to play these old card games because there's just a lot of gems and really fun games out there that you can get, and sometimes you can find these for dirt cheap sitting around on some old game stores' dusty shelves, like I did. So, good luck hunting, or you find them at the thrift stores sitting around when people donate them.
Or you could spend a pile of money on eBay for it.
Yeah. Well, Chris, thank you very much for teaching me. This has been a blast. This game is really
Yeah,
cool.
thanks for playing. Good game.